But let me go on to this next narrative and then take your samplings on it. This goes to celebrity world. So this is a moral maze that people are walking through within the Nigerian space. A woman that has money without a man by her side is worth nothing. Actress Uche Ebere shades Toke Makinwa after she tweeted about craving love. So Toke Makinwa, she of course is never shy about sharing details of her life, and what she has been focusing on in recent times is a need for a relationship. But then of course she has a lot of money, and then of course that changes the demography of where she's able to shop for a man. And this is the difficulty that she's having. But then this actress, of course, now is throwing shade, as they put it, in her direction. Actress, a woman that has money without a man by her side as husband is worth nothing. Actress Uche Ebere shades Toke Makinwa after she tweeted about her craving love. So let's see how that shading took place. Actress Uche Ebere has shared her 2 cents in response to Toke Makinwa's post that she's craving love. Toke Makinwa took to Twitter to write, "Love is hungry me, oh," and then of course in response, Nollywood actress then replied to a post about Toke's tweet by shading women who say they don't need a man, only to later start looking for love when they are older. She wrote, "I don't need a man, I can be without a man. What a man can do, a woman can do better. Husband is not an achievement, blah, 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 blah. Ositigo deceiving young girls, but when they reach a certain age, they will now realize that a man is very important in a woman's life, just like a woman is important in a man's life. See, money is not enough. A woman that has money without a man by her side as a husband is worth nothing to important matters. The earlier our young girls know this, the better." So this is the position that this woman is taking. I will always say the bitter truth. Hate me for that, now your loss. Love me for that, now your gain, because you will learn and know more good things of life from me. So I'll come to you, Forthright, if you're still there to take that turn. What do you make of that? A woman, no matter how successful she is, if she doesn't have that husband and has created that family, she actually has nothing.
You're talking to Forthright. I'm an independent woman, so I don't believe that a woman's happiness, fulfillment, or satisfaction has got to be based on attachment to a man. Even the Bible says that marriage is not for everyone. Not everyone would fit the status quo. Okay, so and everybody can say whatever they want to say. All right.
What about public perception? Because of course we don't live in isolation.
That's their business. I'm living my life. I don't need to answer to anybody. Go ahead and be attached to a man and then cry every day and complain every day. And then
do you think Forthright, do you think society defines the woman by virtue of a relationship with a man, and indeed a man by virtue of relationship with a woman? Because of course, when you start to reach a certain age, then societally, especially within our society, societally, that there's the expectation that you should have that +1, as they're saying. And we Toke Makinde now, a billionaire, saying that the gap that is missing in her life is not having a man by her side. Something, of course, that maybe not herself, but people of her ilk will say that, no, I'm a career woman, this, that, and the other. And then they get to that age, and then suddenly they notice that gap or that missing bit.
Look,
Forthright, yeah.
If any woman thinks she definitely needs a woman, she can go on and pursue that. But any woman who is confident and secure in herself does not need to listen to anybody. She should live her life and enjoy every bit of it. people are going to throw shades. It is one of the worst crimes that the church commit. The church is a big one that really does this. And I stand my ground. I don't care what you say. I'm happy in my skin. I don't care about what people say.
Okay, let's hear what Who You Help has to say, because I think he has opinions on this. Who You Help?
Yes, I have opinion. Okay, I'm a divorcee. You don't know that I'm a divorcee. Actually, I'm at my ex house now with my kids. The point is this: is that we keep pushing this narrative of Bible say thou shalt not divorce, Bible say this, Bible say that, and we have seen all the narrative. It's not just in Nigeria alone; all over the world, the so-called Christian society, Christian religion, how they are flopped with their teachings. The teaching, what they are teaching us, is a flop. They have branded the Bible, and then they bring one, just 2 sentences to tell us what is not right. But then when you started from behind of the first chapter, where they are telling people what is not right, and then you read it to where before they started to tell you the story, you realize, what the hell are they saying? Because every one of them, they are just there to deceive people to make more money. We saw look at all over Nigeria. Every street you go to is pastor street. All of them, there are churches like 10 in 100 meters. You find 5 churches, 10 churches, and yet our problem increases every day. And then they will tell you, oh, where the grace is, where there is enough sin, there is enough grace. But the point is this.
But do you think a woman can live? Do you think a woman can live the entirety of her life without a man?
Why do you have none? Why do you have none? Why do you have Pope and all these?
Yeah, but that is a commitment, though. That is a commitment, though.
Yes,
that's an exception. That's an exception.
Yes. If she can stay committed to her wish, let her have it. But another problem is this: is when
does she have children? Even I don't know. Yeah, go on.
Me?
I'll just check if she has children. Yeah.
Okay,
no,
I don't know
of Toke Makinde. Toke Makinde.
I don't know of Toke Makinde, but my point is this: if someone can, the hypocrite of all these things is this. You see these so-called crazy and crazy celebrity. I don't know why we are even talking about them, because they are not relevant to anything in our society. They are just full of themselves. If a celebrity come like five years ago and telling the whole world, I don't need men, I don't need this, and 2 years later she said, oh, I'm crazy for love. Let her fuck herself and go to her bathroom and keep quiet there. I don't want to hear her voice anymore.
I've just checked some data. She's 35 years old and she's unmarried and yet to start a family. So Danny, where do you stand in this? What's that Uche Ebere, whether she's throwing shade or not, it doesn't really matter. But what she's saying, that a woman cannot claim any form of success, even if she's richer than the Saudi family, she cannot claim any form of success without having a man by her side.
Well, this is a very touchy issue. What's her name? Forrat started by introducing Bible, but I will get to that in a minute. Listen, anybody can do whatever they want. If she doesn't want to get married, that's fine. But if you actually look at the data, right? See, this stuff now is tied up to that the fate of that girl that was raped. If you look at the data will tell you, scientific data will tell you, people that are married and stay together, their kids tend to do better than people that are not married. You understand? So you don't have to get married.
Just to add this, hold on, Danny. Just to add this to the mix, she's a highly successful person. I think she actually drives a Rolls Royce on the streets of Nigeria, amongst many fleet of cars that she has. Because I've seen her on that Mr. Macaroni something. So very beautiful woman as well. She's 35 years old. She has no children yet. And of course, the biological time is ticking. And now she's suddenly reaching out to the public space to alarm at her situation. So what this Uche Ibere is saying is that not pointing directly at Toke Makinwa, but pointing generally to that space that certain types of women that they start off life claiming that they are career women, lambasting men, that men are evil, men are this and that and the other, and they gather a lot of following. But then when they start to reach that age, this woman is 35, then suddenly the pressure of life, because of course, when at the age of 35, you can assume that a good 80% of our friends are married in a relationship, with 2-3 children running around them, and she's auntie to everybody, and she wants to be a mommy. So this is really what sets the tone.
Well,
Danny.
yeah. See what happened, my brother. See, sometimes when we discuss about this stuff, just look inward, look at yourself, right? We are human beings. I can sit here in my house and nobody's here with me, and I have everything. I have Rolls Royce, I have 20 Rolls Royce, 20 Mercedes. And so what? I still come in my house. My biological stuff is gonna be going on. I need some company. Do you understand what I'm saying? We can do all that
Yes.
theory, but listen, but in practice, it doesn't work. I have 3 kids. In fact, I have 3 girls, and they're all college educated. They still call me. They're making good money, but when they have problems, they still call me. And they still call their mother. Will come in and help them solve the problem. Do you understand? They're not living out there as an island. So human connection is important for your happiness. Somebody can talk all they want, but it's up to them. If they want to stay single, independent woman, that's their problem. It's not my problem. But from my experience, having connection to another human being inside your home is important for your overall happiness, over your overall well-being. You understand what I'm saying? That's my opinion, So based on my
Okay.
experience.
Can you give us your closing remarks on just the conversation as well, as I seek to round off, Danny?
Okay. Let me go ahead. See, look at the kid. Look at that kid who started with. Somebody raped her. Do you think if that kid was with her parents, mother and father, that stuff would have happened to her? So I mean,
Yes.
you gotta look at the totality of everything about human existence. Material things that they don't define me. But I can buy Rolls Royce tomorrow, but I don't want it. Do you understand? So it depends on how you look at stuff, how you look at life. Even the Bible, God created Adam first, and Adam wasn't happy. Adam said, "I need a company." And then God said, "Okay, I will give you a woman." So anybody that's talking that you're fighting with God, you're not fighting with me. You see what I'm saying? But I leave it there, man.
Okay, thank you. Danny, we're on for 10:30 as usual. So come, that is a lot longer and more involved than it's usually politics. So that is Danny adding his voice to the moral maze that is the Nigerian space. Gaki, I see you, and I'll come to you in a moment. But he's gone. Okay, so Isaac, just your closing remarks and taking up our Toke Makinde as part of that.
Okay, I think it is based on the about what you just read. Well, it is very difficult for somebody who is so affluent in Nigeria to really get those somebody that they really want, because people will be looking at them as this one will be too proud. And this one will be the person that will be feeding me. So how men stay. So there is no man really want to go to that. So
she has priced herself out of the market.
Exactly. So like the person who just left now said, it is very difficult for either man or woman to be living alone. It is not something that is so easy. You can have millions of dollars, you can have millions of naira. If you don't have anybody in beside you to enjoy that money, you will be even so frustrated more than poor person, because you have to balance it. you cannot just in your house and you're walking up and down, nobody to talk to, and even that one is a depression on its own. So it is good if you have somebody beside you that you can just share experience. And as a matter of fact, when you have somebody beside you, like you have your wife or your girlfriend or your husband or your boyfriend, you will feel comfortable. If anything happens, you will be able to relate to them. If you are having a problem or you sick upstairs, you can just explain to that person, and I tell you, you will be okay.